Efren and Sergio just pulled up to that address that I sent you guys. So first thing I do, I just look in the garbage can, open them up. Again, most of my clients I clean very regularly, so they're usually pretty clean. When I first got here, they were not, but so unfortunately, I'm not really going to show you anything crazy dirty here today at this one. This one, okay, I noticed there's just some little plastic, some garbage. So I take it, throw it in my garbage bag. Um, okay, so that's the first thing I do. Everything looks good. So what I do first, we'll try to get this all good. I started all off with a degreaser. It goes a long way in doing a lot of the work that we want, getting it nice and clean. So what I do, how to position it this is, I need a photographer here. I will bring these here with me, I guess. So just kind of spray the sides up, starting from the top. Get all up in the corners. Get everything coated nice and good. Another thing is, like always, around the lip and stuff. This constantly, this is one of the dirtiest spots, right? I don't know why. It's because of where the lid closes. So making sure you get all of that stuff. Making sure you get the lid. Everything nice and good in the handle. I can do all. I'll do all three just so you guys can see. This is the whole. Probably, like I say, about 5 to 10 minutes per one. Spray down the outside because what's the point of a clean garbage can if the handle's dirty and all that stuff? So I get the inside, get the outside, and then this one, while I'm spraying the others, right now it has time to actually soak and start to work. So I'm going to put the video on pause. I'm going to spray the inside and outside of those, and then I'll show you what I do next. All right, so I just got these all sprayed down. Again, I'm not editing this at all. This is very straightforward what I'm doing. So I got the inside, the outside. Like I said, that lip is a huge spot. And another thing is the wheels, because the wheels can get pretty dirty too. So making sure that those are sprayed. So again, it's kind of like a little bit lighter and easier work just because I maintain them. So they're pretty clean all the time. But next thing is this is the brush that I use. So in this setting, right, I always keep it on high. What's great is it changes the angle, so you can get the bottom, you can get the edges, the side, and I have different like adapters. If like the corner's really really tough that week, there's different. Let's see if I have it. There's different adapters that I use with it. Different things sometimes have like the smaller head. Like this is great for the corners and stuff because it really gets in there. So that's the beauty of hand scrubbing all of these, because it's a really it's the perfect to where it's harsh enough to get everything but also not scratching up the inside. It's a garbage can, not the end of the world if you're scratching the inside, right? But I don't want to damage the plastic, so it's like the perfect hardness. I actually tested quite a few different ones to get the right harshness of the bristles, so these are actually really really good. So this has been soaking for a bit, and like I said, these were pretty clean, but I still want to make sure that I get all the inside and just get the sides all scrubbed up. And it doesn't take very long, you'll see. So I'll do all three of them for you. So all the bottom. I wish I could get a camera like angled so you can kind of see it, but you get the idea. I'll show you once I finish here. Sides all scrubbed up. And then again, this lip is a huge spot. I'll show you the inside so far. Right, so everything's all scrubbed up along the side, on the bottom. And then let's just make sure we get the lip here. Okay. Switching it to flat. Make sure we get the inside of the lid. And you're just, while you're doing this, you're just looking for anything that's stuck on. Okay. Remember, we got the whole outside done already. We sprayed down. So that degreaser has been working and doing its job to help loosen up anything. Gonna get this lip at the biggest spot. And we'll just go through lightly here. Just if there's anything that I see, I definitely always get the wheels here. The wheels are the biggest thing on the outside to clean. On top of like the lid and the handle, that's the other biggest part. Alright, so that was a pretty quick one. So next thing, I grab my power washer. Alright, and I typically will start with the outside, just to get it clean. Again, the wheels. The wheels are actually the fun part for me. I enjoy doing it. They spin. Okay. Outside's looking pretty good. Next, flip it around, get the lid. And then this edge, remember, it's a big part. So now it's been degreased, it's been scrubbed, and now power washed, so that way there's nothing left. Excuse me. So I just work around the top first. And again, just looking for anything that might be stuck on. Then start working my way down. pretty clean. Again, these are pretty clean bins. This can just it doesn't stain, it doesn't leave a mess. You can dump it, along, like in the grass or wherever. If it's really dirty, or I just know, like, you know what, like this, I gotta dispose of this. That's where I just use just a simple tub, perfect size. Just tip the can right into it, and then all the dirty water goes in it. And again, it's not like this power washer necessarily uses like crazy amounts of water, right? So doing that whole inside, maybe a gallon of water in there, very reasonable, to where I just collect it and then I'll throw it at the drain at the house, at my house, or just wherever. So that's if it's like really, really dirty. Most of the time it's all good. And then to top it off for the bottom, I usually tip it up. Just wash the bottom out. Make sure that it's looking good. And then we take a look at it. Just make sure, hey, did I miss anything? Is there any like remnants anywhere? Everything looks pretty good. So that degreaser is very powerful. It works really well. It helps me a lot. I've tried it a lot of different things. It's very effective. I like it a lot. It helps with the smell. That starts to help with the smell. So then the last thing I do, this is like an industrial, like cleaner, sanitizer, deodorizer. I've had some really nasty bins. I've had some really, really nasty ones, guys. I will send you some before and after pictures just so you can see, because I was kind of hoping they'd be a little bit dirtier so you can actually see a before and after. But I will send you some because I do have some pictures of before and after. So this is the sanitizer and deodorizer. And I'm very, I get a concentrate gallon of, it's a whole gallon. It makes 22 gallons. I am not trying to conserve it. These are garbage cans. They're very dirty. They smell. So get through them all. And then get everything really, really good. Again, along that side. And the lid. And then I always close it because you don't want it just, especially if it's hot out, just evaporating, right? But I do make sure that I put that sanitizer. I don't do it all on the outside, but especially on the handle and then on the lid. Just where you always touch to open it and where you use the handle to move it around. And then that's a pretty good bin. So that one's all done. Again, I'm going a little bit slower just because I'm trying to take my time and kind of explaining it for you. So now I'm going to do that to the other two cans. And then I will have a little picture at the end of all three of them, how I'll set it up so when they get home. But that's basically the process of it. So clean can. Like I said, not rocket science. We're just cleaning garbage cans here. But I've seen people do it and they do a bad job, like with those trucks and the trailers. And I think there's different things that I would probably build because there's things that I want to do in kind of my own way. But I think using that scrubber, it helps a lot. I've had quite a few clients of mine used other companies and they were like, yeah, I just left a lot of stuff all the time underneath, and they don't even have scrubbers with them. They just let the machine do it or the trailer. So these, I know every time, are coming out really good. And again, I close it and put it away because you want that sanitizer to work. I don't want it to evaporate. And the longer it sits in there, the even more effective to get rid of any smells or anything in there. So I'm going to go do them. I do these guys as well. Again, these cans were almost tripped, but these are also very clean. I do them every month. I do every 3 months, but these guys I do every month. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you have any comments, thoughts, concerns, anything you want to share. And I will go get these two done and then send you a picture of it when it's done, and I'll send you some before and afters of other cans I did. When I first started doing it last year, I took more before and afters. But anyways, yeah.